Hello everybody, so I've decided to make a series on how to make an AK47 gun but in low poly. For everyone who's still a beginner, you will be able to make this. I've gotten some images, so first thing that you're supposed to do is go online and get your reference imaging. Sorry, that's my daughter, and well, she's a happy one. So first you browse on the internet, get some reference images like this of Google so that you can have some reference as you are working. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy it and let's jump right in. Alright, so first of all, what I'll do is I'll select the disk, come in there, I'll put the front view here, I'll push N for numeric, so it's in the Z axis, 12 sides, and 200 millimeters on every side, and I'm cool with this. And I will select the front side in polygon mode, push Shift A on the keyboard, push B on the keyboard, and just reduce this to something like this. Push E on the keyboard, then T to move, and I will drag it. I'll just zoom out, just drag it in, push space and question mark to deselect on the keyboard, and hold down Alternate and fit this. Using the mouse wheel, I'll zoom in and out. And next thing is I'll select, make sure in polygon mode, select all this, copy and paste. I will just push T on the keyboard, move it down, and I will push Shift H, come back here in the front view and just reduce it as much as I can. I'll zoom in, that's okay. I'll hold down Control and push it up. That looks okay. And on the right side, I'll push H on the keyboard and stretch it. So if you look at the reference image, it doesn't go as far as that. So we'll have to move it back. And I shall just reduce it a bit and move it back. Okay, that's okay. Next thing, we're going to make this part. So this part, what I'm going to do is deselect. I'll push, since I already copied, I will push Control V to paste. And I like this, so I'll just stretch it, holding down Control to something like this. Drag it to the front of the gun, something like this. If you look at this, it's just right there. I'll push Shift A on the keyboard and Shift H to make it bigger, H to stretch, too much, just reduce it a bit, H to stretch, pull it out. And at this point, what I'm going to do is going into multiply and more, thicken, and I will thicken it going inside. That's too much, up to there, that's okay. And push question mark button, that's okay. I'll select these points and I'll just extend the selection by these two. Push E for extender, T to move. I'll drag them up. Drag them up a bit. That's it. And H to stretch. I'll stretch them going down. so that they are flat. Then I'll go in front, select the mouse, F5 on the keyboard, and I'll go at this far end and I'll just drag this like this. That's good. And what I want to do at this point is I will come close here, push H on the keyboard, make sure I'm on the line and just drag it like this. I'll move up holding down alternate, push space, go to create, and I will create a bow. So this bow I'll push numeric. I'll have to make sure it's the same size, say 300 millimeters and 300 millimeters. Cancel that, push space on the keyboard. I'll deselect everything, select this bow. I'll push F3 on the keyboard, say OK, and T, then hold down Control and drag it all the way up. The idea is for it to sit right here. Yeah, just there. Push the closing bracket, and I will push the minus sign to hide it. Then I'll select half of the gun, and delete this. So at this point, what I'm going to do is zoom out. I'll select all the points at the middle. So I'll just zoom in to see exactly what I've selected, and that's okay. Push V on the keyboard and push OK. That's right. Question mark deselect, and I'll push Shift V on the keyboard, then N for numeric. That's okay. Deselect the question mark, and I will push the / button to bring back whatever I had hidden. That's okay. So I will push the symmetry button and I'll select this now. So now the symmetry is working. T to move, and I'll just drag it so that is working now. So whatever I do on one side happens on the other. E to extend, and you just drag out. E again, E, 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 E. Alright, that's okay. So now I'll select the circle and select all, closing bracket by the way, and delete. So if I just go close, you will notice I have this, which is something I was looking for. Amazing. Okay, the next thing is I want to make a hole in between this whole thing. So what I'm going to do is deselect this, go on detail, edge mode, and I will select, I'll put points here. Oops, just create right click, oh, left click, sorry, and create a line there and another one here. Then I'll go on top here, I'll create another line here and another one just here. And then what I'm going to do is select this and delete. Then the next thing I'm going to do is change this to texture wired, and I'll put it in point mode, and I'll start selecting points like this. Oops, turn off the symmetry, select points going clockwise, and Once you select 4 points, push P on the keyboard and you will create a face. If it doesn't look like there's a face, just push F on the keyboard to flip the face. Alright, so one last thing is I'll go in edge mode, select these edges, and once you select these edges, go to multiply and then more and edge bevel. Space on the keyboard in question mark to deselect. And I will save this as gun. So I think I made a folder here called, okay, so I already tried to make this, so it's called gun. Alright, save that. Textured. So what I'm going to do is I'll go under, I'll select this face and this one, same thing this side, this face and this one, then I will push E for extender, turn on symmetry, and I'll rotate these. Let's just rotate these like this, and I'll move them in, okay, like that. Space and deselect and texture. Alright, so this is as far as we go for part 1, and catch me in part 2.